Source has a message for you. To receive your message from Source, you must pick one of these two groups. Here we have group number 1, Wind, and here we have group number 2, Links. So go ahead, take a moment, pick between one of these two groups. I am going to include the timestamps in the description and in the comment section so that you can fast forward to your group. Welcome, group number 1. So you picked Wind, and there's a very simple message to this card. This is a card that's asking you to bring regular, simple awareness to your breath. So a very interesting card, very simple in nature, but I think that the surrounding cards really give us an understanding of of the importance of wind and why it's coming up and why you were so drawn to it. And we start with Aster. This is the flower that speaks of illumination. And let's go ahead and read it. Like a star illuminating your way, Aster helps provide clarity and focus so that you can discover appropriate channels of communication and self-expression without anxiety and self-consciousness. Aster helps you to manifest your creative ideas, translating inspiration into physical form. We bring that together with Wind that's asking you to breathe. You know, what we see is definitely a sense of not being able to fully accept a situation or having some kind of anxiety or panic attack. If you are someone who unfortunately is having panic attacks, you are being asked to essentially with Aster, let go of that anxiety, let go of that trouble, communicate better. Self-expression is important. Make sure that you are communicating what you are feeling. If you're holding things in, then you may be suffering from these panic attacks because the world just doesn't see who you are and you need to express that. Then we move on to another oracle card, which speaks of shifts. Shifts happen. Stabilize your energy fields. I think that there's definitely a theme going on here, right? There's some change happening for you. You're being asked to take it slow, to take a deep breath, to control your breathing, because I think it's causing some panic attacks for some of you. With this shift card, you're being told that things are moving, but they're moving in your favor, right? The message for today is from Source, and here we have a beautiful representation of Source. There's definitely here a sense of just coming into complete alignment and moving in almost this kind of rhythmic dance, right? So stabilize your energy fields. So you're being asked to prioritize balance in your life. Now, we do have some tarot cards here that speak of a little bit of the same, but also it gives us more information on what to focus on at this time. With the Two of Swords, what we have is a decision that needs to be made. These are the Dior tarot cards, one of my favorites. And here we have an angel that is essentially trying to figure out what should be done at this time. What direction should this angel take? Now, the lack of knowledge and understanding of what may happen, it's all a part of the challenge. But there is a direction that you are being asked to move in. And ultimately, I think that some of you, with this change that is coming, I feel that this change is very, very hasty. I think that for a lot of you, maybe you weren't even expecting this change, or you're going through some friction because of the change. But ultimately, with the King of Cups, there's a lot of things to be happy about. The King of Cups is a card of satisfaction. It's the card of peace. It's the card of healing. It's the card of prosperity. Ultimately, the king wants you to enjoy yourself as best as you can. This is the king that enjoys all of the small pleasures of life. This is a king that enjoys art. This is the king that enjoys just having a good time with friends and people and celebrating and parties. So if you find yourself in a situation where you're having panic attacks, you don't know exactly what's going on, try to be more social. The King of Cups is a very social card. The King of Cups wants to be involved in all of those harmonious affairs. These are the things that are going to truly bring you happiness and peace at this time. Potentially, it could be that it's hard for you guys, or some of you, some people that are watching this, to have friends or to create that ambience. But I feel that it all starts with prayer. This is a message from Source. So ask Source to put you in these situations, to open up that door so that you can have these beautiful experiences that the King of Cups offers. And always remember, illumination is coming. Just be aware, be available, and just be perceptive, right? Make sure that you're picking up on the synchronicities that are going to be coming, and enjoy this shift that you are going through right now. That is what the King of Cups wants you to do. And by enjoying it, you're going to be able to pick a direction with this Two of Swords, and you'll be able to move in that direction swiftly. Welcome, group number 2. You picked the Lynx, and this is a very interesting card because this card speaks of intuition, discerning, and independence. There's a sense here whenever you're imbalanced of disingenuous and possibly even a contemptuous energy. What this card is essentially telling you, group number 2, is don't be too vocal about your projects. Okay, there's a lot of things that are in their first stages, a lot of projects, maybe even relationships, whatever it may be, whatever it is that you're working on. Do not share this with people, even your family members, your friends. One thing to consider: your friends and your family members might give you a good face. They might essentially praise you at the beginning, but the moment you reveal your plan, if it's greater than theirs, they'll start picking at it, and slowly but surely, that small manipulative tactic that people utilize, it'll seed doubt in you, and it will essentially kill whatever it is that you want to do. So keep your plans secret. Do not share them with anyone. That is what the Lynx wants you to do. Very interesting card. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at the other cards that we have around here. The very first one we have here, the Daffodil, which speaks of perception. Let's go ahead and read it together. This magnificent heralds of spring are literally trumpeting the joy and freedom of learning to be yourself. Daffodil wants you to see the light, to perceive the beauty and perfection and wholeness that is you, just as you are. It is time to release any self-doubt and revel in the freedom and weightlessness of endless possibilities. What a card. Now, if we go ahead and bring these two cards together, one that's asking you to be quiet about your plans and everything that you've got going on, and then a card of perception, what you are being told is that your projects, your ambitions, your desires are pretty good. And ultimately, they may be too good to share with people. Again, remember, people may love you, they may care about you, but ultimately, sometimes there's shadows that they haven't dealt with, and it comes out in a form where they're trying to discourage you from certain things. If that plan is too good, if you're going to overshadow them. This message isn't for everyone, but it is definitely for this group because you do have the Lynx showing up. So perceive the people around you, perceive what is going on. Also, the fact that this card speaks of self-doubt, the fact that this card speaks of you as not seeing the greatness in your plans can shine some light on why you need to keep these things to yourself and work on them in secrecy. Okay, so we move on to the third oracle card. Look through the mists and find the mystery. Another card of seeing through troubles, seeing through the opinions of people, and essentially reaching a point where you know that you are someone who is knowledgeable. You're someone who understands and perceives more than is there. You're a visionary. And, many times with people that have vision, those other people that don't have much vision or can't see as far as you, they'll criticize you because people tend to criticize what they don't understand. And so if you're telling people that, hey, we need to get to that mountaintop, there's something there, people are just going to tell you you're insane, you're going to die, right? So that's why you need to be careful. People are limited by what they've experienced and what they are essentially. Now, we have here the Sun. This is an interesting card, a very positive card that speaks of happiness, joy, prosperity. Everything is visible under the light of the sun. An extremely positive card. Your projects, everything that you do, everything that you touch will be blessed at this time. So keep moving forward. And also, try something new. You've got the Fool here showing up. I think that if you find yourself in a place where you're just kind of repeating the same thing over and over again, you have to just break free from that cycle and start something new. I think that a lot of you have plans and ambitions of a new project. You're in those, beginning stages. So whatever projects you have that, it's right now just potential in your mind, work on that, pursue it. And also be as happy and joyous as the Fool is with whatever projects and ambitions you have, because it will bring you great satisfaction, which is what we see here in the Sun.